Welcome back to New Day Northwest. Anyone who's ever had a dog or a cat for that matter knows it can be a challenge to get our furry friends to listen. This is particularly annoying on holidays like Halloween, when all you want to do is get one perfect photo of your pet in a costume. Am I right? Luckily, canine costume designer Eugenia Chen has tips on how we can convince our dogs or cat to wear a Halloween costume and take adorable photos.
The first time I ever tried to put either one of my pets in a costume, it didn't turn out well. So I'm excited to hear your tips. What is tip number one? You say positive reinforcement is crucial?
Yes. So we want our pets to have a good time, right? We want to make memories and have fun with them. And so we want them to associate wearing costumes or celebrating with us with just an awesome time. So if we can bring out, some treats or, their favorite toy, we can also use play and just introduce costumes as a fun thing that we can do with our pets.
I like that. So when putting the costume on, I assume you don't do what I did, which is grab them and try to get the princess dress on the cat real quick, right?
I think especially cats might have something to say about that. Mm-hmm. But yes, pets are, a lot like toddlers. They, everything in the world is foreign to them when they first see it. So we want to go as gradually and slowly as we can at first. And so if I can show here with Huxley, if it was the first time that Huxley was going to wear his Pandolin costume, I would just, start to put it just as right by his body, that little of a baby step, and then treat him, for being interested or relaxed. And then gradually just start to see if I can get it towards his head, get him more comfortable with it and continue to treat him and tell him he's a good boy until he goes ahead and starts to let me put it right over his head.
Oh, okay. So slowly, gently, that is the way. That's really smart. What about, okay, I can't, he's so cute. Okay, what about when it comes time to taking pictures? Like I have a really hard time getting my kids to listen and look at me. How do I get my pet to be part of the picture process? Because obviously I got to document this and put it on Instagram.
Right, exactly. So if you didn't happen on Instagram, then maybe it didn't happen. So one of the best things that we can do for our pets when it comes to taking photos is to get down on their level, engage with them, play with them, and then, get a photo of them looking interested and having a good time. And something we can also do that's great for training as well is to teach your pet. Cats might be a little bit more challenging, but teach your pet, look at me. So it's really simple. I have a little treat in my hand. And I taught Huxley also this hand signal. So if I don't have a treat, he knows what that means. And so if I teach him to look at my finger, then I can get his eye contact towards the camera.
I love that look at me training. That's genius. I wonder if that'll work on my kids. So finally you say to engage the pets for just a better level of photography, right?
Right. So our pets can get kind of bored with us if we aren't, making it a fun time. And so if we play with them, something that I do with Huxley is paw. So I'll have him go right, paw, paw. And so he's interested. He knows that things are happening. Aww. He's listening to me. And that just gets a much better photo.
I love it. Are there any type of costumes you would say that pets should avoid?
I can't think of anything that's specifically like a blanket should avoid, but I think we have to know our pets, right?
Yeah.
What are they most comfortable with? What are they going to be least comfortable with? So Huxley here, even though he wears Pandolin costumes regularly, he's not a big fan of t-shirts because they're tight. So he would prefer like a slightly looser costume.
Okay. That's good to know. Anything when keeping safety in mind?
Definitely. I think we have to make sure that we supervise our pets when they're wearing costumes because you don't know if, they slipped out of it, if their leg has, come out of it or if it's, twisted in some way. So I think supervision's the most important cardinal, rule that we want to follow. Yeah. And then also, paying attention to their body language. Are they confident and comfortable or are they showing you signs that they're stressed out?
Anything is better than me trying to chase my cat down in the house who's run off in her princess costume.
All right.